So we are in small signal model for the diode. Okay. So why do we require this small signal model? We will shortly understand. So let us go one step at a time. Normally, if you look at any circuit, okay, so normally you will have, we have been so far considering DC voltage source, which is steady state. But suppose there is some small signal variation. So this is my signal, input signal. Input signal. Suppose there is a small variation in this DC source, then say from, let us say, we always use the symbol VDD for the DC voltage source. This is a source, input source, which is steady. Okay, source voltage. We used this nomenclature V, capital V, and capital D subscript capital D to distinguish from the capital VD, which is the voltage drop across the diode. Voltage drop across the diode. Suppose this input source has a small variation. How is it accounted in the voltage drop across the diode, and how do I analyze such a circuit with a small variation in the input voltage? So that is the idea for which we are, with that idea, we are going to do it. Okay. So let us say I have my small variation in the input source voltage as delta VDD, which is my, the delta represents the incremental variation in the input voltage. Incremental variation. How small is something that we will discuss through this class. Incremental variation. Incremental variation in the input voltage. Now, because of this incremental variation in the input voltage, there will be the corresponding output variation, the voltage drop across the diode, and I represent that as delta VD. So to distinguish from diode voltage drop, diode also starts with the letter D, and the source voltage we write, whenever we write capital DD subscripts, that corresponds to input. When we write capital V, capital D, that stands for the diode voltage. So this is my variation as a result of the input variation in the input variation. So the corresponding input output variation across the diode will be delta VD. So incremental change. Incremental change. Incremental means small steps. Okay, like a baby step. So incremental change in the voltage drop across the diode. With this, so obviously earlier the steady state current through the diode for a simple circuit connected with a current limiting resistor in series with the diode with the source. If capital ID is the current that flows through the diode, current that flows through diode, current that flows through the diode. So let me distinguish the topic. with a double line. So current that flows through the diode. Then the delta ID will represent the incremental change. Now, how small this source will have to analyze, and how small it can be accommodated is something is of importance in this class that you will learn. So delta ID incremental change in the current. With these definitions, we are all set for the discussion for this class. So here is the circuit, okay, which I pulled from the prescribed textbook Cedra Smith. So capital VDD is the source voltage. The current flows through the resistor and the diode. Okay, we want to always limit the forward current because every diode is rated for particular current. Okay, remember that. So with that, now we have delta VDD is the change. So you can see here, I have put this symbol for this with this delta VDD. So there is a corresponding change in the output, the voltage drop across the diode, and also the current that flows through the current limiting resistor connected in series with the diode. So this symbol, this small signal that I am talking about here is the incremental change. Small signal. How small it is something we need to see. What is the nature of the signal? The signal can be a small variation in the, which is normally a time varying quantity. Time varying quantity, which means at different instances you will have a small variation, and this VDD will, the input will excurse, which means it will float around this value. It can be anywhere. Like for example, if I have say 10 volt, and if said 5 millivolt is the change maximum, it should be accommodated in the circuit, then it will become 10 volt plus minus 5 millivolt or 0.005. Okay, so that is the excursion that which changes with the time. Okay, so we will see that. So with these definitions, let us move on how to proceed with this kind of analysis. So let us say I have the circuit over here. So let me write for this circuit. We know already, we have seen that the exponential model, and we have gotten this equation I that flows through the steady state value, which is the DC value, the DC current or steady state value, which is the opposite of this is the time varying quantity, which will be small. Okay, signal can be anything. That's what we, okay, it can be a small sinusoidal signal superimposed on the this one on the DC source. Okay, and it could be a triangular waveform superimposed on this, but essentially the quantity has to be the, which is superimposed on the DC source has to be small. How small it is, we'll see that. DC current, steady state current. This, we know this expression ID equal to IS exponential of VD by VT. This we know. Okay, so actually it should be the voltage. So VD by VT, that is the voltage that we are applying. So when we have this, current. So we have seen this, all these things, and done a lot of problems. Now what we want is actually, how do I accommodate this time varying signal? So we'll, from this equation we'll start. So now what we must understand is, we must understand the input VI has become VDD plus delta VDD. This is the input, but this delta VDD can be anything. So I will write. So, and this fellow is here. Okay. So again, similarly, this output over, the voltage drop across the diode becomes, I will write that equation as, let me write it in a separate page so that, okay, I will write it here and then explain the terms. So I will have, please make sure that you understand this carefully. So this is a time varying quantity. The delta VD is a time varying quantity. So I have to accommodate that. So earlier it was capital VD. Now it has become, you can ask me, sir, why you are considering only plus? Okay, we are considering plus to begin with, but it is also true for the minus. Okay, as long as the signal is quite small, the excursion from the VD, okay, the variation from the DC value is small enough, it can be plus minus. So we have considered for now. So V is like this, small v, and depending on that, the current will decrease or increase. That's all. So this will become actually VD. Please, this is the notation used in the textbook. I will follow verbatim. VDT equal to VD. So whenever I don't write the function of time, so this represents this function of time. Function of time. And this is the total current. Total current at any instant. Total current at any instant. At any instant that flows through the diode. That flows through the diode. This is the expression for it. Through the, sorry, not total current, total voltage that appears as a result of this one. So VD of t equal to VD plus delta VD. The delta VD now becomes small. I write this. So look at the symbol. So I have written delta VD. I have assumed to be small. So put this letter symbol. The small specifies is a small signal, and that is the reason for adopting the small v. It's a function of time again. So don't multiply with the time. It is small function of time. So total voltage, not the current. Total voltage at any instant that appears. Okay, that appears across the diode. That appears across the diode. Across the diode. Okay, with this, let us go further. So my equations definitely. So earlier steady state equation is steady state equation. Steady state means DC. Steady state current equation, current voltage relationship for the diode is, I reproduce that equation. ID, capital I, capital D, that flows through the diode is related to the saturation current in exponential manner as VD by VT. But now, as a result of the, when two such signals are put, okay, remember, I have a steady state value, I have a time varying small quantity, small signal. When they are mixed together and fed across the diode through the series resistor, then this is called the, it is like saying that we superimpose a small signal over the DC value. So remember this term superimpose. Superimposing the small signal okay, V of D as a function of t that appears, okay, over the, or okay, over the DC value capital VD. Okay, it's not function of time. That's why it is DC. Gives our equation as, now the equation stands for V capital D. Okay, the diode as a function of time is actually Vd plus small v of t. It gives this equation. So with this, we'll substitute this equation 2 in 1. We get actually substituting equation 2 in 1, we get ID. So you have to be careful here. This is ID, but now this fellow is going to not be ID. It is going to be at any instant. It is going to change. So I will use the word small I and capital D, which is a function of time, equal to, because this equation is now changing because I'm superimposing a small signal. So the ID is actually going to be capital ID will be replaced by small subscript capital D as a function of time, is exponential of. So it is not straight jacket substitution. There is a small variation over here as a result of superimposition of the small signal, small VDT. Okay, so please pay attention carefully here. So when I do this, this becomes VD, capital VD plus small VD. Okay, I will not write this function of time again and again. It is understood, the small Vd by Vt, where Vt stands for the thermal voltage. Now, this equation can be further simplified as Is exponential of capital Vd by Vt and exponential of small Vd by Vt. Okay, so this, it's a very understood. Okay, when you multiply two exponential function, it adds up, the numerator adds up, the denominator is common, just it is Vd plus small Vd. So I have written by expansion. Now you look at this quantity here. This is I capital D. So the symbols have to be spot on, otherwise we'll miss up. Okay, so this is the total current expression. This is the total current. This is the total current that flows through the diode, through the diode as a result of small variation, as a result of superimposition of small signal, over DC, over DC. We did. Okay, so this one, let me write this clearly. So the equation is not hidden over here. Be careful to use the space properly. So this becomes actually, I what it should be? It should be small I, right? So small I, but the capital is represents the total. So small I, D, capital D, which is a function of time because it is changing. At any instant you can calculate. Okay, so at any instant this is a function of time. So if I know at a particular instant what is the small variation, then I can tell what is the total current at that instant by substituting in this equation. Provided I know the DC value also, I know the saturation current, then I can do it at a given temperature. That's the idea. So with this, so rewrite this equation again carefully here. I d of t equal to Is exponential of, okay, so I have written only capital D, yes, Is Vd, capital Vd by Vt by exponential of small v small d Vt. Now you look at this term from equation 1, So I will, only thing is here, you are not simply substituting into, we have to ensure that we apply the concept, okay, and applying concept properly, So just it is not mere substitution. So you have to apply the concept over there. That is why this capital I is changed to small I capital D subscript function of time. Try to understand apply the concept, what I said. So from equation, we have 1. We can say that this term, capital Is exponential capital Vd by Vt is the DC current that flows through the diode, the steady state current. So which means I of d of t becomes simply id exponential of, sorry, exponential of Vd by Vt. This is it. So this is, we know this is the total current at any instant, steady state current, and you get this exponential Vd. Now you look at this term here, when in small signal, of course this is function of time, small signal Vd of t, I have not written as a function of time here, is absent, which means we don't superimpose the small signal over the DC. That is Vd of t equal to 0, exponential of 0, anything to the power 0 is 1, and you get only steady state current. We get only steady state current. Steady state current at Vd. That is the diode voltage drop. Okay, so with this equation, now how small this Vd can be, that is the next question. how small this signal already I told you is the time varying signal I am talking about. How small the signal can be. This is the question we have not addressed so far. To address this, I will tell you, you look at this equation carefully. So let us go back to that equation. I don't make a mistake of it. So I of d function of time equal to I capital D exponential of small Vd by Vt, where Vt is the thermal voltage. So this ratio will define that answer. Okay. Typically, we know, okay, typically Vd is actually can be somewhere 5 millivolt, which is anything less than this 5 millivolt, which is 5 times, nearly 5 times lower to Vt value at room temperature. We know that at 27 degree, it becomes 25.9 millivolt Vt value is. So 5 millivolt typically, which is near, okay, which is close to 5 times lower than Vt value at room temperature. So because Vt we know at room temperature is 25.9 millivolt. Okay, so typically this is the value. So as long as you are able to operate in this regime, then the signal we consider, in this case, we consider the signal to be small. Okay, if Vd becomes comparable to the thermal voltage at that temperature, or even say for example 15 millivolt or something, will do more problems in the subsequent classes. Then we can actually will see that it is not going to be small signal anymore, because this term will start to dominate. So there will be variation. So therefore we have to accommodate that small change. If I want to accommodate and consider this signal, the change in the voltage drop across the diode to be small enough, then the typical definition has to be small Vd should be 5 times lower than the thermal voltage. So in this case, we consider the signal is small. Okay, so this is the idea. So if you look at, so typically if I put 5 by 20, say 26, it is going to be 0.2. So Vd by Vt at particular instant, it is say nearly 0.2, because 5 by 25 is 1 by 5, that is equivalent to 0.2, which is much smaller than 1. Okay, it is only 20% of 1. So 0.2 much less than 1. In this case, I can expand this exponential. So when for x values small being small, e power x is 1 plus x by factorial 1. Okay, and so on. and so on. So with this expansion, I am going to apply this small value expansion. Okay, so let us apply and do some useful number, and definitely you have a small signal. Okay, small signal, and you have a small current. So obviously the next logical should be that we must have some kind of a small signal resistance. So what is that small signal resistance? That is what we are going to. So the definition of small signal value, now I have already told you. Now our next aim is to define that small signal resistance. So what is the equation we have now? The equation now we have is, actually I will rewrite this equation. I of d of t equal to I of d, this total current will be equivalent to, related to the steady state current ID, exponential of V small d by Vt. When x is small, when x is small, when Vd by Vt much less than 1, we can write this expression I of d of t as Id into 1 plus this one Vd, because this is my x term, Vd by Vt by factorial 1 is 1, and what I have done is, so this is nearly equal. I have neglected all higher order terms because there is no point. Neglected all higher order terms. All higher order terms. Okay, so Vt stands for the thermal voltage. I have neglected all higher order terms, therefore I use the symbol nearly equal, because small Vd, because this is already 0.2. Now if I put the higher order term, it will become 0.2 to the power square, that becomes 0.04. Okay, and then you divide by the factorial, it is going to be even smaller. So there is no point, it is not going to vary much. So therefore justification in neglecting the higher order terms. Okay, so with this equation, so this is one equation. Now you look at here, Vd by Vt. So this can be rewritten as Id plus Id plus Id times small signal Vd by Vt. Just rearrange this term little more. I get Id plus, I take the capital ID inside and small Vd outside, because this is a varying quantity. This fellow is steady state current. So Id by Vt multiplied by the small signal voltage that appears across the diode. Okay, so with this, you see here, this is a steady state value. Then the small signal, this current is what is known as the small signal current, the current that comes. Therefore, I of d of t can be written as Id plus I small d of t. Of course, this function of time. So we can do that, and this the result of small signal current. Small signal current. What is the use of all these equations? You will understand shortly. What is the implication? Because diode, remember, is the behavior of the diode when you apply a forward bias is non-linear. That's why you have an exponential rise in the current. If I want to apply the linear Ohm's law, okay, on this circuit, I have to understand certain intricacies involved. So those intricacies are what we are trying to bring it in by some mathematical simplification and getting some kind of a linear approximation. So that is the idea. So I of d tie. So this I of d is the small signal current. So I have written this fellow like this. Okay. So this can be rewritten as. So you can see the small signal current is proportional to the small signal voltage. Proportional to the small signal voltage. Small signal voltage. Okay. Is proportional to the small signal voltage. Okay. So now I will define the small signal resistance. So what we have seen is I of d t is equivalent to what did we get? Vd. Sorry. We have to be very, very careful. If we make some mistakes, we have to be very careful. ID it should be, because I am talking about current. So you have to be spot on. So it will be ID of ID by Vt. That's what it is, proportional to the small signal voltage, which is a function of time. ID by Vt. So this quantity, if you look at it here, the quantity ID by Vt, obviously it is current by the voltage, should represent conductance because it is related to small signal stuff, and I defined already what is small signal. So you call it as small signal conductance. Small signal conductance. Small signal conductance or incremental conductance. Incremental conductance. Addition of increments is always like that. Incremental conductance. Don't we say we get increment in our salary? So that means a small rise in the salary. That's it. So incremental conductance, the inverse of this quantity, is conductance inverse is always resistance, and this is related to the small signal. Okay, therefore the inverse of this quantity is small signal resistance. Small signal resistance. Symbol small r, okay, and d, small r d. Okay, we'll come to this actually. Small r d, capital D represents the diode, small r represents a small signal resistance, small r capital D subscript. Okay, so we'll see that. I have to look at this symbol. I think it is small signal, so therefore I will be tempted to use small d rather. So small r, small d. Okay, this is small signal resistance. Obviously this unit will be in ohms. So what will be the value? Typically you will see that this value will be of the order of ohms, few ohms. We'll do some problems, you will understand. So it will be few ohms, and the conductance unit will be mhos. I will stop here. We'll continue in the afternoon this discussion and what is the implication of this model, and that is the main substance of this whole thing. So what we have done is we have been able to define small signal resistance, but because of this what is the implication? So the whole, if I were to put it, the whole stuff, then you will see that we have superimposed a small signal over a DC. As a result, we are able to bring out a parameter called small signal resistance or incremental conductance. Okay, or you can say incremental resistance also. So they are only inverse. Okay, because of this, we will be able to do some kind of linear analysis with these definitions. That is the idea, because we have got a small signal resistance. Therefore, we should be able to perform that linear resistance. We'll see that in the afternoon. Okay, because that depends on only steady state value of ID and the thermal voltage, which is dependent on temperature.